I'm Nathan Griffin. I, was just always in love with singing, and that's kind of what I did for a really long time. I kind of, went through some things in adolescence and really helped me funnel a lot of my emotions into music. So I just started going down that path of just writing songs, and I was actually in theater kid. And so I did a lot of musical theater and stuff like that, and Elijah heard me singing one day in one of those types of things, and he had written a couple songs and wanted me to come by and sing them and actually play bass for him at the time. We just kind of clicked and started sending songs back and forth together, and that's how the Shortlist kind of started. It's been really fun. It was a crazy experience, luckiest guys alive at the time. But we got to go to Italy to play for Men's Fashion Week, and we kind of toured around while we were there. I think we were there for like 3 weeks. We stayed the night in Siena, which is in like Florence area, and one of the families of like the town invited us to this huge party, and it was just like a big dinner party for one of their horse races that they were about to have or something. And so their whole family, like 65 people were there, and all in one family, and there was just us. And so we thought we were gonna feel out of place, but they just took us in and fed us and kept bringing out wine and Prosecco, and all of a sudden it turned into like this carnival with like these games, and then it's kind of hard to explain, but there was like this big dance floor out on the hillside, and they had brought in a DJ to play music and stuff, and we were all just having the literal times of our lives. And I think that we bonded a lot over that, and it was just, one of the coolest experiences we ever had. Favorite song of ours? That's really hard. We've gone through a lot of different phases as a band. And if you listen to our music, you can hear a lot of different genres. And so there was a time there where we were kind of floating around, just trying things, figuring it out. But from that early time on the Young EP, the first EP that we released, hopefully was kind of like my baby. That was like my song, because I was really into City and Color and all those big, acoustic, Bon Iver, all those different types of things. And so I wrote Hopefully, and that was all about me and all about what I was going through at that time. And I feel like it's definitely the most true of the songs that I've written. I mean, they're all true, but that one still, I still have I still have a love for that song.
Ryan, I play bass in the band. I started playing music in high school with Nathan, actually. We played with another one of our friends in high school, and we would do open mic nights. That band was called Trees, and I played cajon, and Nathan played guitar, and that's sort of how we started playing together. My favorite story, we're probably all going to share the same favorite story. We went to Italy around 2019, maybe. We did a few shows there, small stuff for the Italian Fashion Week or something. I don't know. And we got to travel around. It was a lot of fun. We met a lot of really cool people. Just had a really good time there. My favorite song of ours is actually one that we haven't released. We've played it a few times. I know we've played it at the Rustic in Dallas before, and it's called Crack. And Elijah and Nathan refuse to keep playing that song, which is a little sad because I love it. But yeah.
My name's Aaron Hawkins. I've been playing music pretty much my whole life. When I was 16, I was going to a private Christian school, and they had a worship class, and so joined that class, and it ended up essentially being the band for our chapel services. And so that's how I really started playing music in front of people. From there, got involved a lot in church music, and then met the guys in the Shortlist and ended up playing music with them. We went to Italy a few years ago and played a show for Fashion Week, which was really fun. But the night after our show, there was an after party for the event. DJ Dons, who's a world famous DJ, came and was doing this event, and for whatever reason, not a lot of people showed up to this event. And so it was pretty much just us and a couple friends raving with DJ Dons in this little hostel in Italy. It was really incredible. My favorite song of ours is City and Sound. It's really because I just really love the guitar parts in that song. Me and Elijah wrote all of the guitar parts, and I just have a lot of fun playing it. I play guitar. I play lead guitar.
Hi, I am Elijah Parr. I play drums in the Shortlist, and I also do a lot of our co-production and production with my dad, Robert Parr. I got started in music basically, I've never really been away from it. My whole family is super musical, going back a couple generations. My great-grandfather on my mom's side was a conductor for MGM orchestras, and my grandpa was a singer and jingle writer, and my mom was amazing musician, songwriter, record promoter, dad a musician. So anyway, you grow up around it, and you just kind of fall into it, I guess. It's one of those things that you don't really even get an option. It just kind of happens to you. Yeah, and then I just started playing guitar and drums kind of over the course of a few years, and finding a voice through that, starting to songwrite, and making this. So we went to Italy a couple years ago to play, like, I don't even know how to describe it. We were in Italy, that's all you need to know. The first day we went to our Airbnb, and there was this big bed, because it was kind of on a couple levels, and on the second level there was this pretty big bed, and at some point we all sort of like, you know, walking around the room and kind of checking it out and sit down on the bed. Someone else would sort of sit down next to us, and then we're all in the bed, and then we all just kind of like fell asleep, and we ended up just like waking up 3 hours, and I think I was like lying on top of Ryan, and like we were just all, yeah, in a pile, and then we had dinner, and that was really nice. Jeez, that's tough. Favorite song, honestly, it's probably some of our new stuff. I really like, and I'm really proud of The Distance that we just did. There's one, I don't really have a title for it yet, but there's one on the new record that I'm really excited about that I think is super strong. So yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Sorry, fans of the old material.